Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to check out Onyxcoin's price chart and see what is going on in the short term, because I think right now it is decision time for XCN. You see, if you remember in the previous update, we were right around these areas and I was saying there's a good chance in XCN we are going to see at least another move on the downside. Why? Because this move up in H1 time frame, the time frame that we are currently, happened a bit too fast, and as a result of it, we created a very important gap somewhere around the 1.7 cents area. And I think in the previous updates, I was talking about like 17 cents area. No, I was wrong. This is a 1.7 cents gap. And I was saying, because I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled, well, okay, makes sense for XCN to continue this move down and reach to about here. And then from this point, we need to see a very strong move up. So what happened? We definitely got here. Now, why is it that I believe right now it is decision time for XCN? Let's talk about the bullish possibility, and that suggests maybe the low is already in, and we are having in here possibly a series of 1-2s. This can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on a higher degree, it might be into a wave 3 correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. Now, pay attention. If this is happening in XCN, you need to see a very strong move on the upside into your wave 3, 4, 5. Okay. On the other hand, if we are not that bullish and instead maybe some sort of a bearish scenario is happening, well, okay, in that case, I can tell you this might be an ABC zigzag, and our move down from here is going to continue a little bit more. And the moment that we take the low of our B leg right in here about 1.6 cents, at that point, we are going to say, you know what, this ABC is kind of confirmed. And this is the key. Right around this H1 time frame gap, at the same time, we are having kind of a daily but mainly H4 and H1 time frame support area. And I think if we get a break of it, and especially if we lose all the lows in here, the next target might be all the way down here around the 1.2 to about 1.3 cents area. And unfortunately, even this thing is not really that much of a strong support. So if in XCN we are looking optimistic and bullish, we need to see a very strong move on the upside coming in any time by now. And I promise you, right around the lows, we do not have any unfinished business. Because if you want to say we are having overall a correction starting from this high to about this point, and we are looking very much optimistic and bullish, okay, I believe you can find complete subwaves for an ABC zigzag. This can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into a correction for wave B, and maybe like 1, 2, 5 down into wave 3 to about this point, correction for 4, another move on the downside into wave 5, which on a higher degree, it's going to be into our C leg. So you see, we can 100% find complete subwaves for a corrective movement on the downside in XCN, but that is not enough. What should we see in the short term to talk bullish with a little bit more confidence? You know the deal. A 5-wave impulsive structure, something like this, starting from the lowest low. And in terms of the subwaves, you know it if you are a regular viewer. 5-wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. Let's change the colors. Okay. Another 5 into our wave 3, and this is our final 5-wave into wave 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios, not really important. Let's say like ABC into 4 and a WXY into wave 2. If we see something like this starting from the lowest low, okay, at that point, I am going to flip bullish and say we are having a beautiful bullish setup, indicating soon maybe our move up in Onyxcoin is going to accelerate quite a bit. On the other hand, you see, I do think one way or the other we're going to get a move up, but what we do not want to see in here is a slow and choppy move on the upside. And in it, we are able to constantly identify overlapping of the waves between our pullbacks. Why? Because that is unfortunately a clear characteristic of a corrective movement, suggesting this is not actually a bullish setup and the low is not in yet. And at that point, you are going to see me being a bit more bearish than bullish in XCN and saying, you know what, maybe this isn't an ABC zigzag. What it might be instead is a 1, 2, strong 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, and you know the deal, another move down into wave 5. And again, the moment in this wave 5, we managed to take all the lows and at the same time get a break of this important support area. Well, maybe our move down at that point is going to accelerate, and we're going to have from the current point to about here, yes, maybe like a 30 to even 40% move on the downside. And who knows, maybe even that will not be enough, because again, I want to be very clear, this isn't really that much of a strong support. And if we get a break of this thing as well, you are looking at one more strong move down in XCN in order to reach to these areas all the way down here, about like 0.9 of a cent, meaning from the current point, we're going to get like a 50% move down. Believe it or not, that can actually happen. But again, as long as we are not breaking this support, I think we can remain a bit more optimistic. And finally, let's check out some indicators and see what is going on. Actually, yes, let's start by checking indicators on weekly time frame. And okay, this is not really that much of a bearish sign, because in MACD, sure, we are having a sell signal, but in stock RSI, we are now having a confirmed buy signal, and this happened around the oversold region, indicating this signal does actually have quite a bit of validity. Now, if you want to be bullish overall in XCN with quite a lot of confidence, you need to just wait a little bit more and see buy signals in these two indicators at the same time. And at that point, you can have a solid argument of this move up continuing for some time. On the other hand, what you do not want to see is in weekly time frame, maybe like a very small move down, and at the same time in stock RSI we get like a sell signal, because that would probably, I would say, translate to some more strong moves on the downside. Let's go also on daily time frame and see what is happening. Okay, this isn't really that good, because now in MACD and stock RSI at the same time we are having sell signals, suggesting just if you want to go according to indicators, we may see a move down in the short term. Now, even if we are going to get that move on the downside, I need you to have your eyes on these two important lows and also this important support area. If we take all of them, okay, that is going to open some doors to more downward price action, potentially from here like another 30% move on the downside in order to reach to about here. On the other hand, if from the current point we get a very strong move, maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, at that point, we are going to talk about the bullish possibility, suggesting maybe these are a series of 1-2s. And right around here can, I guess, be, assuming that we are having the right structures, a beautiful long opportunity. But for now, again, I'm going to say what I said at the beginning of the video. It is decision time for XCN, and we need to decide, are we bullish or maybe something else is happening in here? And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Onyxcoin's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.